Do you mind if I interrupt? Polite ways to intercede. Hello, English learners. In our journey to become fluent and courteous English speakers, we often encounter situations where we need to interrupt someone. Doing so can be tricky, as it's important to ensure we don't come off as rude. Today, we'll be focusing on the phrase, "Do you mind if?" as a polite way to interject. Let's jump right in. Before we dive into how to use this phrase to interrupt someone, let's understand what it means. "Do you mind if" is a polite way to ask for permission. It's useful in many situations, not just when you need to interrupt someone. For example, you might ask, "Do you mind if I open the window?" if you're in a room and want some fresh air. When we use this phrase to interrupt, we're essentially asking the person we're interrupting if they would be bothered by our interjection. It's a respectful way to break into a conversation. Now let's look at some common ways you might use "Do you mind if" to interrupt a conversation. 1. Do you mind if I jump in here? This phrase is useful when you want to add something to the conversation. 2. Do you mind if I interject? Similar to the first phrase, this one is also used when you want to add your thoughts. 3. Do you mind if I add something? Another polite way to express that you have something to contribute to the conversation. 4. Do you mind if I interrupt for a moment? Use this phrase when you need to interrupt the conversation for a brief moment, maybe to answer a phone call or attend to something else. Remember, tone and body language are also essential when you're interrupting someone. Try to convey your request with a friendly and respectful tone. How do you respond if someone uses "Do you mind if" to interrupt you? Here are some polite responses. 1. Not at all. This is a polite way to say that you don't mind the interruption. 2. Please, go ahead. This response shows that you're inviting the other person to share their thoughts. 3. Of course not. Another polite way to give someone permission to interrupt. And there we have it. Using "Do you mind if" is a simple and effective way to interrupt someone politely in English. Remember, the key is to always be respectful and considerate. Practice these phrases, and soon, they'll become a natural part of your English communication. We hope you found this video helpful. Happy learning, and until next time, goodbye.